Hey, family. All right, y'all. So let me tell you what a male friend of mine just said the other day that had me clutching my pearls, sipping my wine, and saying, ooh, this is definitely Bougee Babe Podcast material. So he hit me with something called man math. Okay. Now, according to him, man math is when a woman looks too good, her body is phenomenal, she's giving face, waist, and all that in the right place. And because she makes him wait a couple of weeks before sex, suddenly she's automatically worth hitting raw and worth him putting his face in it. Excuse me? Did I hear that right? Because I need to do the calculations myself. Somebody pass me the calculator because how did we jump from wait 2 weeks to skip the condom and bon appetit? What kind of crazy math equation is that? Pythagoras himself couldn't solve this. Okay? See, this is why I say men will create the most delusional formulas to justify their actions. Y'all be out here failing algebra in high school, but suddenly you're a mathematician when it comes to justifying why you went raw with somebody you barely know. Like, all right, let's be clear, ladies. Waiting 2 weeks does not mean you passed some magical test. It does not mean you earned his rawness like it's a Boy Scout badge. That's not protection. That's not respect. That's not commitment. That's just reckless logic wrapped up in male ego horniness. But let's flip it. Why is it that when a woman protects herself, sets boundaries, makes a man wait, suddenly she's playing games? But when a man makes up this crazy little formula in his head, suddenly that's gospel. Nah, that's that coward math. That's that I don't want accountability, so I'll disguise it as logic math. I don't know. Maybe it's that common core math. But let me really shake the table. A man thinking waiting 2 weeks equals raw access is the same kind of logic as saying, because you bought me dinner twice, you now got husband privileges. Make it make sense. And fellas, since we're on the subject, why do y'all think waiting makes the experience better for you? Fam, sometimes a woman waiting is because she's watching you, she's seeing how you move, if you're consistent, if you flake, if you're corny when the bill comes. The waiting period isn't a reward for you, it's an evaluation period for us. I know that's what it was for me. But the part that really gets me, the absolute shady kicker, is how y'all will preach about being careful, about not trusting women, about watching who you lay down with, and then a little waist, a little pretty face will have you throwing all that preaching out the window and diving in like you're the spokesperson for Trojan, but forgot to bring the Trojan. I don't know. So, my question for the men is, why is your math always adding up to sex first and then regret later? And my question for the ladies, why are we letting men's delusional equations dictate how we value ourselves. Because last I checked, our worth isn't measured in condoms skipped or weeks waited. Ladies, have you ever seen a man math in action? Fellas, defend yourselves. Do y'all really think 2 weeks is clearance for raw dog? Look, and don't get it twisted. I know this episode is about to ruffle some feathers. Some of y'all men are clutching your phones right now, ready to argue in the comments. Good. Let's argue. Because if your only formula for respect is tied to how fast or how slow a woman gives you her body, then, sir, you failed life math, period. Now, as always, I'm going to end it with stay bougie, babe.